one of my favorites.
Let's see.
Here we go. We're popping in.
We are live. Yep, your aviary is visible on YouTube. Excellent.
Okay. Here we go. Hi, folks. Here we are. I'm setting up the aviary, and you know how I am. Birds first. You guys can watch me put this thing together. I use bungee cords because normally it takes two people. I use bungee cords to hold everything up so I can do this. But I think I got it backwards looking at it. Nope, that looks right. What's the problem over here? There's a problem. Uh-oh. Yeah, there certainly is. That fits. These are wrong. So I got to turn it around the other. Wait a minute. That's right. Something's not right. Okay, I got to take it down. Because I wasn't, well, I think, yeah, I have to twist it the other way. So I'm going to start over here. Oh, well, figures. Hi, guys. I'm putting the aviary together. Obviously, I'm doing something wrong. I have this turned the wrong way, so. You go this way. So all the birds are inside. Some of them can see what I'm doing, so they're having a fit. They've been having a fit while I've been doing this. But when are you going to get us out into the aviary? It's been quite the experience getting moved in here. I spent yesterday taking a ton of stuff and that was in one room. I had two rooms filled with boxes, and I had to reorganize everything into one room so that I could get enough space to get them out because they hadn't been out for 5 days. And Cecil is starting to look like somebody hit him with a pair of shears, which isn't good. So, whoops. The next step, let's get them out into the aviary. Now, if I could just find that other zip tie. Oh, there it is. I hang it up. I forget where I put it. The next step is to get them out here. But they did pretty well considering, but having a few feathers flying because they're used to getting out and they haven't been able to. Wait a minute. Is this right? Did I do it again? I hooked up the wrong side again. Nope, that looks right. It should be the same thing on this side though. Yep, okay. I just don't want to get it up there and go, I did it again. But actually,
then I can tell you who is in chat. So Eleanor is in chat. Michelle is here, Michelle Thompson. Then there's Sabrina Smith, Cheryl Kincaid, Karen Lasdale, Falcon Sue, and Angels Live. Good to see you guys. And Sabrina says, well, that's a smart idea when building by yourself.
Yeah, I was actually just unboxing things and I went, oh, zip ties. That sounds like a plan. Okay, now the rest of it went up pretty good, except my fingers are going to be like raw hamburger for a while because you have no room to turn these. This is a great aviary, but there's no room. There's absolutely no room to turn with an Allen wrench unless you have some specialized one, which they don't give you. It is really short. You can't turn it. So Okay. All right, there we go. I think. Yep. Ouch. Smashed my own foot, that figures. Ugh. I can just get a couple of bolts up here. Yeah, they all have Allen heads, and all the Allen screws or the Allen wrenches have too long a neck. So the only way to do this is with your fingers, and then your fingers turn to hamburger. You can't actually feel them anymore. Come on, just a hair more here.
Michelle says the house is stunning.
Yeah,
And I don't know if that's a question. That she wants to know if that's the house you wanted.
well, yeah, it is. Well, not the first one. It's actually a lot better than the first one I looked at. But of course, I'd never seen this place. Somebody else picked it up for me, but rows of parrots first picked it up. I believe I have that right. It's all been so fast, I forget things way too easily. All of this has happened in a blur. Come on, just a hair more. There we go. Yeah, the first one I looked at, I thought it would be perfect, but actually this is better. And I have all the bolts loose on here, so that this is supposed to make it easier for me, but uh-oh. That's not good. I thought I had this in, and it's not. A slightly higher ladder would probably be a good thing. Come on, let's go in. I have to get at least one. Whoa. I have to get at least one of these in, or I'm going to have to let it down. Oh, come on.
Hello.
Come on.
Hello.
Hello.
Aha, I'm in. Excellent.
Yeah, I did make one slight change in there that you have to be subscribed in order to talk in the chat. You don't have to pay, but you have to be subscribed. So there may be some people who want to chat who don't know that. You just have to subscribe and then you can chat.
I don't know if that's a request for this chat, but for the last one it was.
Yeah, for the premiere, it was that.
Okay,
It's
I
just,
got one.
it's just a way to cut down on bots because we get spam bots sometimes.
Exactly. This stops the bots. That's the main reason I did it. Getting tired of those bots coming in. It's actually recommended by those people at some place called YouTube. But now if we could just get them to allow you to use licensed music without letting some morons come in and say, it's ours when it's not.
Oh, Lisa's here and Spirit Matter's here. So hello to both of you guys.
Hi,
Nice to see you.
guys.
Kind of a different live stream from usual because instead of watching birds in the aviary, we're watching the human in the aviary assembling the aviary.
Yeah, I think they would kill me if I stopped doing this now because they can see me and Sugar can see me out here doing this. And I think the idea of me walking in and doing something else would probably send her over the edge.
Yeah, she'd just lose it. But I was just thinking it's probably having a beak would be more use than having fingers at this point for turning all those little screws and things.
Yeah, I wish they were little screws. Believe me, they're not. They're 3/8. They're big ones, but they're big screws. Come on. How tough's can it be? Go in. Darn it.
And Doris has joined. So hello, Doris.
Hello, Doris. Hi, guys. Not the stream you expected, I'm sure, but I've got them watching me through these windows, and they can punish me where you guys could, I suppose, but it won't be quite the same.
Yeah, I understand the birdies. They are now, well, last Monday, April was over at your place and you guys were assembling the aviary, so they are pretty much inside cages or whatever. Well, Don has let them out inside the house, of course, but you know, they just want to be outside. So
yeah, and they had to spend a day or 2 days inside the tiny travel cages as well. So that's got them a lot of pent up energy.
Yeah, almost 2 days inside the travel cages. And you can see it in season too. He's got his feathers up good. He's been rattling at his feathers.
Well. Doesn't like to be in the small cage. And the thing is as well, because you're a human and you're organizing it all, so you know what's happening. But for them, there's no way to really explain to them what's happening. So it's just like they look out the window and see Dad taking down the aviary, and then they're all bundled into the travel cages and in the van, and they have no idea what's happening.
I keep looking for an extra step on this ladder, and there isn't one. Let's see, if I take that off, I could end up dropping it, which wouldn't. No, I don't want to do that for sure. So I'm not taking it off because it might bend it. So I've got to try to do this with the zip tie on it.
and it's just amazing how far you have come when one thinks you moved on Wednesday, right? And
Yeah.
then now already all the cages are built up and yeah, starting to work.
Aviary is on its way.
And
Okay,
it's really a lovely place. So it is in the desert, so not so much green, but when you see the surrounding and everything, it's just a beautiful wide open space. And you have probably seen the pictures. It looks so beautiful inside of the house. It's an open and warm and friendly house. So I think the birds and Don love it.
And I can see in the back of the view, like beyond the trees, what looks like mountains. So is that the Sierra Nevada?
It's some kind of mountain. I don't know which one they are.
Don't know if it's the Sierras or if it's something else, but it looks beautiful.
There's actually a really high mountain in the area, a mountain over 3,500 meters, which is called, I forgot the name, something peak.
Well, the peak is the easy bit.
Yep. I'm so close, but I think I'm like a 1/4 inch shy to one side.
I think Charleston Peak was the name, but I have to look up Google.
Yeah, it looks absolutely beautiful.
I'm using my head now. Whack. Come on. Just have to. There we go. Maybe that'll do it. Oh, what do you know? The other one will be easier because it'll have 4 sides to it. Here I only have 3, so it makes it a little harder to.
And the
Okay.
thing is, you don't have much neighbors, and they aren't close. So yeah.
Well, plus when you look around here, what you see is that everybody kind of, it's like Alaska in a way, because in Alaska you'll have what looks like a really nice home next to a trailer next to, you know, I mean, it just here everybody just kind of, we are what we are. You know, there's no pretentiousness in this town. I'm better than everybody else. That doesn't really happen here. So, my kind of town.
I'm just wondering if the people over the road are sitting watching you out of their windows, being like, "What's that guy doing?"
You know, they kind of stick to themselves. I doubt it, honestly.
Either that, or they'll come out and help.
Yeah, that too. Come on, I got this thing popped out.
So the name of the mount, it's Mount Charleston with Charleston Peak and Red Rock Canyon National. It divides pretty much the space between Parham and Las Vegas. So that's what I meant, which is the nearest, or at least at Google, it looks like it's pretty close. Not so much miles in between.
You know what?
Yeah.
I screwed up.
Oh,
Screwed
no.
up. It's got to come down. Yep. There's what I didn't count on is that one side, it's got to be flipped the other way now. Because yeah, well, okay.
And Falcons, you mentioned the Sierra Nevada mounts. I can Google that too, because I'm from Germany. I have absolutely no idea at all about the geography there.
Oh, so Falcons here says Sierra Nevada are further north. So are they Northern California then? So are these maybe the San Gabriel or the San Bernardino or something?
Come on, out.
I've never actually been to Southern California, but I do spend a lot of time watching YouTube videos about people that go off exploring. So I know the names of a few places.
Come on. No, I have to use a wrench to get that out. There we go. I didn't put it in terribly far. Yeah, this panel has to be flipped 180. So you really should look to make sure that you got everything lined up the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, now I've seen what Sierra Nevada is meant to be. Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't put it in that far. Come on. Only moving a tiny bit at a time.
I think that's somewhere else.
Yeah, I think it's probably Northern California.
Because that's not a really big mountain range. It's just that peak and a little bit more, but it looks cool.
Oh. Here we go then. Yeah, I forgot.
And we have Colors of Nature joined us. Hello and welcome.
Hello. If I can just remember what I'm doing, I might be able to do this right. No, I need a longer one.
So let's see. Yeah, many people in chat writing they wish you have helped on, but
yeah, well, I don't think there's a psychiatric unit anywhere close.
I think they mean help for the aviary, but I'm sure you could find.
Oh my!
I'm sure you could find someone in town that would help you, but I don't think the birds could wait that long. They want the aviary up
I
today.
think Don has already the first applicant, someone who brought him food or something else, was very interested. So I think these people are really into volunteering, which would be absolutely stunning. And also there is another bird sanctuary or another rescue in the area, so they have helped Don a lot coming there. So everything work out, but the problem at the moment is the birds want out.
Yeah, it's like if someone comes at the weekend, that would be nice, but they don't want to wait until then.
That's the thing. I think everyone who has its own birds at home and knows how they can look at you when they want something really, really badly.
And if I'd gotten this the right way, this happened last time and I had somebody helping me too. It's just, it has to be only one way it'll go in. And I wasn't looking to see if the threaded ends were on that side. I mean, it's so obvious it's wrong. Okay, I'm gonna get the wrench because I'm not gonna fight that thing.
Oh, I forgot my usual post. So everyone who is listening, and you might push the like button for the video.
Oh yeah, like and subscribe so that the birdies can get in the aviary today. It'll motivate Don.
Yep. Well,
I think Don's pretty motivated already, because if you don't get it done, Sugar will start going crazy.
That's the thing. That's the bird motivation. When every time he goes inside,
I can hear her out here.
That sounds like Shuggy.
Yeah.
So that she can't even whine that loud that you hear it outside.
Probably what will happen is she'll get the structure built and then she'll be so excited she'll start throwing herself against the side of her cage, and then you'll be like, oh no, I have to bring her out straight away. And then you bring her into the aviary and then she just looks at you like, where are the perches? Where are the toys? Where are the food balls?
Yeah, I still have to do that. That's another reason I have to get this done in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, because there we go. All right, come on. Just hang it right there, Don.
And there's Jocelyn Trickle. Hello and welcome. She says your neighbors hopefully like birds. We don't know, but the thing is, these neighbors are now far more away than in the last property Don lived in, the temporal home. So that's actually a big benefit.
Now, make sure you got it right, Don. We don't do this again.
And when you see it from the map, so there are not many neighbors around. That's the next thing.
It looks nice and quiet as well. I think I just saw one car go past, but that's the only one that I've seen. So it's not too much traffic.
Yeah,
no,
and I think as it's in the desert or so, it's not like the people complain, oh no, I can never open my window because it's so loud, because actually I think they pretty much have their windows closed all day because of the hot temperatures and have air conditioner on or something like that. So yeah.
And the sound.
Okay, here we go. That's the Daisy.
I think the colours and the textures in the desert are just so beautiful. It's going to be lovely just to sit out there in the aviary with the birds and just see everything. Just look around and enjoy the nature.
Mm. Yeah, they have this great look there in the far distance, where at the edge are the mountains and the beautiful sky. That's really amazing.
And the birds have better eyes than humans do, so they can probably see even more. They can probably see all the critters scurrying around on the mountain. I don't know what critters, maybe geckos and things, I don't know.
Mm.
Okay, that's not right
Oh,
either.
Jocelyn wants to know if you have already met your neighbors.
No, I haven't. This isn't right because the bars are supposed to be the other way. I gotta flip this around one more time, but the other way.
It's like
These
a
bars should be
USB.
inside. Okay, one more time. Here we go. Get it right. I'm not gonna screw it up again. This end has to stay there, but I mean, it would work either way, but the right way. That's all the best. Okay. Yep. Now I'm going to match this other panel up. I'm not going through this again. Let's see.
Well, Goth42 is here, so hello to you.
Hello.
And Michelle says there's plenty of room next to the aviary for a pool.
Yeah, that's not a common thing out here, a pool. And there's no lawns, so.
And I don't think Don has any use for a pool because he has negative buoyancy.
Yes, I can drown in 5 feet of water, no problem. All right, here we go again. I have an intermediate short one. Other side. Come on. Yes, I thought I would kind of be done with this panel, but I wasn't paying enough attention, so.
Yeah, it's too bad April isn't there to help put the aviary up as well as take it down.
Yeah, really. You was a great help taking it down.
Great help. But now I think she's a bit too far away.
Yeah.
Well, on top of that, she's pretty sick right now. She's got something. It's not COVID, but
oh no,
when you
poor
listen
April.
to her, she's really not feeling well.
Yeah, all that stress in the last time.
Come on, bee. That bee likes me. Okay. Come on, a little higher. Where I latch it, as long as I get it latched. There you go. Okay. So this wire should be on the inside. It is. Those are ready to match up with that. Those match. Okay.
I just realized this is the first time in a while that we've seen Dawn outside with shorts and a t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
No hand warmers or anything.
Away from the cold.
Okay, now can I get that one loose? Watch, I can get it. There we go. Come on. There you go. Come on. Hey. Come on. Up and over. No, don't come loose. There you go. Oh, what? What am I doing with this?
Well, he
In my
might need
hand?
some hoodies in the desert. It can be cold sometimes.
If you go
Yeah.
out at night. Yeah, Mando approves. No hoodie.
No hoodies. Yeah, he's not real fond of hoodies. That's
Yep.
one way of saying it. He'll kill you for wearing a hoodie. All right.
So no Manda hoodies on the merch or
I think it would be pretty
Well,
funny if you made a Mando hoodie. Be very
I'll do
ironic.
it.
Yes, it would. I don't know what he would do if he saw his own face on the hoodie. I'm not sure, but
You can
Do you
make
think
it.
you would like his own face on a poster?
I don't know. It's hard to say with him.
You should design the hoodie so that it's pale pink, and then the actual hood itself is like a darker salmon pink, so it's like a crest. Sabrina lives in
Paranoia.
Houston, Texas, and still wears her son still wears a hoodie every day of the year. Is he 15? Because I think a lot of 15-year-olds really like to wear hoodies. I remember when I was that age, like I had this black hoodie that I just wore all the time, and I painted my nails black and listened to Evanescence. It was no cringe. Oh, he's 13.
Yeah, that's the age.
Yeah.
Oh, Jocelyn
close.
posted there's bad news about Victoria, but I always that good news when the kidney exit went up. Because I thought Victoria cockatoo is doing better, but maybe I'm not on the current state.
Yeah, I'm never quite sure. It seems like it just keeps changing all the time. It does a little better, does a little worse.
Yeah, it's tough. No wonder April is exhausted. And when you're exhausted at the end of the winter, a lot of people get sick.
Also, if it's uric acid, if that's something they have to do a test for, then the test probably reflecting what happened several days ago rather than now. So it's not necessarily a sign of how well she's doing at the moment.
Well, it's not obviously not learning. Oh, yeah. Up a little higher, would you please? I talk to you, will you do it for me?
If you ask me really nice, maybe it'll put itself together.
I wish. There we go. I got one. I only need to get one on this side. There we go. One on this side. That's the hard piece. And that is the second time I've actually put it in wrong. And the other time was with help, so that's really scary. The three sides have have threads on them, and one side doesn't. So only go one way. Okay, don't need you anymore. Out of there.
I haven't actually heard much screaming from inside, so maybe all the birds are just engrossed in Dawn TV.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe
they've
the birds at the window are spying out if Don's still busy and the rest of the bird works it out of the cage. When I've read it right under a comment, Don posted that Pippa made it out already.
Oh no, Pippa.
Yep, she did. And I put her in a different cage, and she figured it out fast. Like, oh, this right here comes off.
See, she is our genius.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, she is a underappreciated genius.
So Pippa was the first one probably to fly the new flight room.
Yeah, she was.
Excellent.
And she's a pretty good player as well.
Yeah, we really need a big poster from Steve Jobs for her now.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for one and send it, and then you can put it up at one end of the flight room, and then it can be like the finish line.
Then we can have the revival of Pippa flying into Steve. She might not fly really into him now that she has basically recovered, because when she first came to the aviary, she had a lot of difficulties. She couldn't let go with her claws, and yeah, poor Pippa, she suffered badly from that lead poisoning, but somehow she seems to have recovered, because now she starts to talk, and yeah, she can fly and walk and basically do everything she wants to.
And probably a lot of it was behavioral problems as well, because she being in a new home and having had all kinds of experiences.
But now she's such a happy Pippa. Breaking out and then sitting in the kitchen and chattering, that's right.
And hopefully being in a new cage and in a new house and having lots of room and flying and things to see, that'll stop her from having any more kids.
Yeah, hopefully the birds now appreciate, I think they do appreciate the big cages, having them back. Oh yeah, GTH, we hope that Pippa stops laying eggs. Now she's in a bigger cage and another location.
Single mom of 8, Pippa.
Lorelai's eyes got big when she knows her cage, boy, and she was watching me put it together. Right at the edge of her cage. I see you putting my cage together.
Mm-hmm.
It's the only green one, so she knows hers.
Oh. But what about Romeo? Did he let you carry him into the cage, or did you just open the door and let him run inside?
No, he leapt onto my hand, and then when I got him over to his cage, it was only about 3 feet away, he jumped off right into the cage.
That's lovely.
Then he started saying, I love you, I love you.
Oh. So you're in his good books again.
Well, at least I was right then. Who knows now? You know how he is. Come on, just a little bit over to that side. It's a little tweaked on the other side, so it's a little hard to get these to go. There we go. Get them to go in. I need them to go in about a quarter of the way they go, at least. Hold it in place. There we go. Finally. My fingers are definitely hamburger at this point.
Ugh.
I'm turning these
Master
things.
Blaster is in chat and he says, or she, it's looking great. Yeah, hello and welcome. Don is just assembling the aviary so the birds can go out in their new home. We moved last week.
Yeah, they haven't been really out in the aviary since Monday of last week. So, and you can tell it by looking at Cecil. He's not looking too good. So,
Oh no,
yeah,
maybe he
getting
misses
a
his
little-
bucket.
Yeah. Well, I had the bucket in the other room that's going to be the socialization. They were out in there for an hour each group yesterday. I mean, some of them were out for 2 hours, but he didn't touch his bucket. He just sat on me the whole
Oh,
time. For some reason. Oh, I see why. Okay. Okay, I can come back to that one. This one is in though. All right.
so Cecil just
Yeah.
wanted to be cuddly.
Okay. If I get this up where it belongs, I'll probably be able to do the other side a little easier. I hope.
Hmm.
The only thing they should have made a special tool to do this instead of like, good luck finding an Allen wrench. Yeah, it'll make it easy.
So you mean like this kind of tents you just throw and then they stand?
What? What
You
did
know,
say?
they are this kind of tents. You just need to put them out of their baggage and then you throw them in the air and then they kind of make plop and then you have a fully assembled tent.
Like a pop-up tent.
Oh, those. Yeah, gotcha. Pop-up tent. What do you know? Okay. Looking good. Famous last words. One thing I did do right, I mean, I got the rest of this up pretty fast, but one thing I did right is you do not want to put these bolts in tight. You do not want to do that. You've got to get them in loose to make everything come together. You try putting them in tight, ain't gonna happen. You're gonna fight it the whole way.
Yeah, you got to put the whole thing together loose, and then when you're sure it actually fits, then tighten it up. It's the same with IKEA furniture.
It's funny. These the one thing they don't have with this is instructions. So you buy these cages, these aviaries, and it's just like, oh, here's a bunch of pieces. Okay, figure it out. Maybe I was just missing it. Maybe they normally put them in there, but I didn't have it when I first put it together. So,
Most people wouldn't follow them anyway.
well, if you don't follow them, you're in trouble with this thing. I mean, there's only one way. That, I mean, all the wires that go across this, there's only one. The strut wires go inside. Yeah, and then the actual guard wires stay on the outside. And if you don't do that, it looks really funky when you put it together. So you end up having to take it apart, make it look right. I don't suppose it really hurts it, but it looks kind of silly. Okay, we're getting there.
Hmm.
Of course, then I got to put the ropes in, and that's really fun because basically you just punch them through and try to drag it around and tie them against themselves. If you use anything like a tie strap, I don't care how strong it is. Cecil just comes along and pops them. So, hey, I see a tie strap. Cool. I know what those are. I can have that in pieces in 2 seconds. Snap, and there it goes.
And all the birdies perching on the rope at the time will just go whoop and hit the floor.
And it's happened before, and they look at him like, you did that too. And it's just, how dare you knock me off the perch? Come on. I'll just shake, rattle, and roll until you go in. There you go. Those ones, fortunately, I can reach with the Allen wrench. The ones right there, you can turn them without much of a problem. I had the realtor. How are things going? Have you got things together? I said, I'm working on the aviary now.
Perfect birdie home.
Just go. You only have to go in a couple of turns. You don't have to go in all the way. Just, of course, it would help if I had the Allen wrench. The problem is, I think I dropped it in that mess of Allen wrenches over there. So I have that. Let's see. See if I can find the Allen wrench. The only one that works. Ding dong. I heard something go ding dong. There we go. I just found one. I found it the first
Nice.
time I reached down.
What did you hear?
It's like somebody disappeared. Maybe.
Oh yeah, that was fake Amy.
Yeah. That was my guess. You get a long enough one, and these upper ones, you can get them in pretty easy, but to a point. I mean, if I had one that was a foot long, it'd be easier.
And there's a question from Jocelyn. She asks, do you leave them out by themselves or you have to be with them?
You have to be with them. Otherwise, they can hurt themselves. Or I should say hurt each other. They need me to be the babysitter, I guess you could say.
Referee.
Yeah, exactly. And usually my voice is enough. Not always. Once in a while, you have to get them with something. You have to go over and like, stop it, you guys. You're gonna kill each other. Well, that's the hard panel. The other one's the easy panel. So now I shouldn't have said that.
Oh, Rosebud Adkins is here and says, enjoy the new location.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we're loving it. They're watching me, and is he gonna hurry up? What is wrong with him? He doesn't have it done yet.
It's like, Dad, you haven't put the ropes up yet. Dad.
They looked at me like I was insane when I was moving boxes from one place to another. 5 hours yesterday was grabbing boxes, moving things, reorganizing the boxes. I'd walk by and they'd look at me like, what is wrong with him? He just keeps coming by and going by. Bob was yelling at me. That's somebody going by in a motorized wheelchair. Looking over, kind of looked over, but also kind of like, that's, you don't watch people. It's not the way you are here. Just took a quick look and then looked away. I've always thought the best people you could have working in a bird sanctuary, especially a parrot sanctuary, were the deaf, because all the screaming in the world isn't going to bother them,
Well, I assume if you work there long enough, you'll become deaf.
Huh? What? Well, I've lost 20% of my upper range. I don't know. Okay. All right. Next panel. Then comes the fun part, putting in the ropes. No, actually, I think I'd rather put this together than put the ropes in, to be honest. But okay, well, we know that on this one, there are holes on all sides, so you can really screw up easily. Actually, I don't think you can get this one wrong because there isn't a single one of these panels that has a bolt on it. Make sure. Yep. The only thing I can get wrong is if I put it up.
So there is another question. How did the birds do during the drive?
Well, they were pretty quiet.
All but Bob.
Oh, but yeah, in the beginning, Bob was pretty loud. Then he quieted down. The only part of the drive that was a little unnerving is when I realized I'd started that run through Death Valley with 3/4 of a tank, and almost wasn't enough. I don't call it Death Valley because it's, you know, a safe place to go through. Beautiful though, but all right.
Yeah, where's the nearest gas station from the middle of Death Valley?
Well, see, from the point where you hit the road to the point where you get to the gas station is 127 miles.
Whew.
Which I now know. Like, okay. Just making sure this end has to go up first. The other way.
Oh, Rosebud says, I have no close neighbors, only says watch. Was that right?
Watch.
The Yeti or whatever. Cryptid.
Kind of Bigfoot, I think.
Yeah, Bigfoot. Well, Spirit Matter said that they hope the new neighbours are cool. Yeah, Don's not met the neighbours, I don't think, but it seems like a pretty nice town, so I'm sure they're very nice and chilled out neighbours.
Well, the main thing is there's no neighbors that look like they're, you know, like the word for it. I can't say what my dad would say. Trying to translate something my father would have said into something that's polite, and I can't do it. There's no one that I've seen in this town that looks like they think their poop doesn't stink, and their gas gives them away. That's as close as I can get. Saying it, my dad was something else when it came to humor. Oh God, he was funny. He was a blast. Okay, Don. Supposed to actually be using these to hold it up. Holding onto the wrench is probably not your best bet. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's not quite the way I want to do this. All right. Lower you down. That's one latch. Then get another one up there a little tighter. Come on, go through there. There we go. Nope, not gonna work. Beautiful, beautiful. Get up there. I'll use my teeth if I can get close enough. Yeah.
Well, the chat agrees that we shouldn't talk about or think about too many cryptids because we don't want them to show up. Although all the screams from the birds might hopefully scare them away.
Maybe so. Where's the? Oh, there's the short one. I might be too short.
And Falcon suggests, Don, you should take a break.
Not with sugar watching.
Not with sugar watching. That's true. It wouldn't. Sugar doesn't think too much if we're taking breaks anyway.
I'm not so
Really?
sure. The Shuggy likes you.
Oh, I know she. I know she loves me. But now that's something you don't expect, right? The hook to come out of the bungee cord while you're. Come on. I got to get it in the right way too. There we go.
Oh, Master Blaster says to stay hydrated. Although I suppose Don probably doesn't sweat much out in the desert because for him this is like not even hot.
Yeah, and there's no humidity. There will be this later this week because we're supposed to get rain. But
is that the driver who drives by again in the background?
Oh, yeah.
I might be a little bit late. I watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, looks like the same guy going back the other way.
Yep. I think in the end of the live stream, Don will go in and show us the birds for a short moment. I don't know if Lisa's still here, but I think she misses the Cecil boy.
I'm almost. If I can just get one of these both. Anyone. I don't really care which one. Any bolt will do. That's pretty close.
Colors of Nature says, Sugar says, why is Daddy playing in the aviary on his own?
That is actually a good thought of what Sugar might think at the moment.
I can feed her some hamburger. It'll be my fingers are just.
She'd rather have French fries.
Yep.
She would. Okay. That's the thing. If I can get one on each side. Maybe two on this side. I can do two on this side. Oh yeah, I plan to take you guys in for a minute anyway and show you the birds. I knew if I didn't start working on this, I wouldn't get it done in time to take them out. And they've only got today and tomorrow, and then it's going to rain and be cold. So.
Rain in the desert. Oh my gosh.
They're predicting 5 days of rain. That's rare.
That's to welcome you.
Well, considering that normally the rainfall for this area is 5 inches, so not for the entire year. So it's probably just going to be sprinkles. I doubt it's going to be really strong rain, but
well, hopefully you don't get any flash flooding on your patio.
Might get a little rain on the patio. I mean, I doubt that'll happen. But
Don't want the
Yeah.
aviary, the newly built aviary, to be swept up and carried away.
Yeah. There you go. All right.
Oh, there's an equation by Spirit Matter if 5 days of rain is equal to flooding.
Probably not. But building is it's a manufactured home, so it doesn't have a foundation to say it's up on blocks. And the blocks are about a little over a foot tall. So you'd have to have actually it's more like 2 feet. You'd have to have a lot of flooding to make anything happen here that was a problem. Okay, here we go. Up, come on.
Yeah, GTH says we don't need another flood house.
No, we sure don't.
I feel like something has to happen though, because when you first moved into the hill house, you had an earthquake within about 2 days of moving in.
Yep, and it was a big shaker too. It shook for 3 minutes. I was ready to go out, and I still had to go out and check the propane tank. We don't have one of those here, but I had to go out and make sure it wasn't going to be leaking propane. And all of that was still good after that thing. I'm sitting there going, oh, this is just what I need. You were just right where you were supposed to. Okay, forget you then. I'll pick another one. Okay, that looks like it'll work.
Spirit Matter hopes that this is not an earthquake zone. To be honest, I have no idea, but I think it just can be better than living in California.
It's not an earthquake zone, no. I didn't have to pay for any earthquake insurance. I had to pay for flood insurance, and there's never been a flood here. But
yeah, flood, I'm not sure if they actually can develop a flood because it's so low density and so much open space that even it's probably one of the driest areas on Earth, the water will get into the soil and not accumulate to a sea or so, or at least I don't think it will rain that much.
no, I don't think so either. There's a spot in Death Valley where it does get flooding, but that's just because everything comes off the mountains in that one spot and rolls through there, but not here.
And the chat agrees you should actually do a break because they are exhausted by watching you.
Yeah, I've had people say that. My last mother-in-law called me the Energizer Bunny. Like, you ever stop? No, I just keep working.
You're the worker of the Western world.
Oh, my dad wasn't quite like that, but he used to say, I'll stop when I'm dead. I just about, what I'm going to do is get these last screws up here, and then I'll take you guys in and show you around a bit. Because I have to tighten all these down. That's going to take a little while. I'm not going to keep you guys watching me tighten screws. It's about like watching flies fornicate. You know, it's just. Did he really say that? Yes, he did. Oh, come on. There you go. Slightly tweaked to one side. I think I can get it. Sugar when we go in. It's gonna. Well, are we done? Are we going yet? No. There's no.
Oh,
purchase
can you
yet.
hear her whining again?
Yeah, here a little bit of her wine in there.
Oh, Shuggy. So
Do you
she has a
have-
window seat again.
Do you have double glazing?
What's that?
Do you have double glazing in the windows?
Yes, I do.
And you can still hear sugar through it.
Yep. Of course, my ears were tuned to that sound, so
Oh, Shuggy.
well, that was not too bad. Okay. Now the other side. Yeah.
And we just got a donation from Belgium, from Megumi Sato. Thank you so much. We can use it. We just moved from California to Nevada into our own home. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Megumi.
Thank you. I knew someone who named Megumi once, who was made some of the best sushi I've ever had. I hate it when that happens. If you don't get it in straight, it sticks in there and it's hard to get out. There we go. Okay. There you go. I'm wearing people out, am I?
Yeah, it's exhausting watching other people work.
My lap. Well, I won't say it. I knew someone who would have said that and meant it, as in they never were. It was a person who never did much. The person basically just sat around doing nothing all the time. Uh-oh.
Oh, well, Jocelyn's
Yeah.
working on an embroidery. She's doing a peacock. That sounds nice.
I'm gonna have to switch my AirPods, and we all know what happens when you do that. Half the time you lose the connection. And it's not a problem with the AirPods, it's a problem with Zoom and the way they have them set up. But I
Well, at least
don't
Bob's
have
not
them
out.
on. Oh, yep. Come on. It's almost there. Come on. I can hear him now, though. He started his complaining because he can see me from this angle better than the other side.
Who
And
started
he's
to
having a
complain?
fit. Bob is complaining.
The Bob.
Okay, that's all this side. This is where you have to hope that you didn't really let the screws loose enough. Because if you didn't, they won't line up very terribly well. Yeah, it's going to line up. I just deploy it.
Falkensu says that the internet seems to be working just fine. Yeah.
Considering it's so, yeah, we only get 10 up here. So I'm glad that it's working because I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out. Oh, come on, just go through. I saw you line up a minute ago. Oh, higher, huh? Okay. No, I better try in the middle. I don't think it's going to work there. I got more play in the middle, I think. No, maybe not.
Winter joined us in chat and says, I'm very impressed with your building skills. You could easily take on any IKEA item. Hello from Sweden. Yeah. Greetings to
Hello.
Sweden. That's actually my secret passion. Assemble IKEA items, whatever it is. I never had the opportunity to assemble a whole kitchen or something like that, but I love to assemble IKEA items.
Apparently, loads of people go on trips to IKEA just to get meatballs for lunch. Like they look around all the things and say, "Oh, look at this nice room. Oh, yeah, this is pretty. Look at this nice stuff. Okay, now we're gonna go to the cafe and have meatballs," and that's like a day out.
Would you just line up? Come on.
Yeah. It's actually like a little bit like an amusement park going to a IKEA store.
Yeah, you hear tales of people getting lost inside and then they just stay overnight because it's all kitted out. So
That's interesting because I have no idea how to get lost in IKEA or IKEA. So in German we say IKEA. So, but I think you said IKEA.
yeah, I mean in England we say IKEA, but I imagine in Sweden they probably say IKEA.
I think everyone got us.
Well, I asked Tom in Norway they say IKEA, so I assume it's the same in Sweden.
Oh, it's iPhone or iPhone? That's actually just as it is said in England, America, or in English, we call it iPhone. So the German, when it comes to words which are from the English language, they usually try to pronounce it in the English way, or yeah, that's pretty much true for every foreign word. So when it comes from French, they try to pronounce it French. Yeah, you can imagine how this goes horribly wrong most of the time.
Ich gehe in die Restaurant.
Yeah, but I think with IKEA also it's just pretty similar to the German language from the pronunciation, maybe a little bit harder, and so from the sound when it comes to Swedish. But yeah, I think the language family is some kind pretty close.
In Norway they say Wi-Fi instead of Wi-Fi. But then some of them say Wi-Fi, so they're even more confused, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's funny. But at the moment, the actual fun question in Germany is how to pronounce the word balloon right, because in Germany it's like it's divided between people who say Ballon and then people who say Ballon. So actually someone I was walking outside and someone was asking me because he was walking along with, I think, with a girlfriend probably, and arguing about that question, and then asked me as a judge, and I was like, so I have no idea, never thought about that.
So yeah, I mean, if they ask you, okay, is it ballon or balloon, then you say it's balloon or balloon or ballon.
How much does it cost to take down one balloon? $800,000. Das ist verrückt.
And then Spirit Matter mentioned that he do pet sits and sometimes he does it for someone who owns $1 million house and they have IKEA items. Yeah, I think pretty much everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people own IKEA items.
Oh,
I think my bedside tables are from IKEA. I didn't buy them. They came with the flat. It's a rental.
Yeah, my dad was one of the people who said, I will never go to IKEA. And one day he had to go with me because I need to carry something heavy. And then he was inside the store, and then he realized, oh, there are so many different shelves and I can combine them in different ways like I like it. And since then he is kind of IKEA fan. So changed his mind with one visit. Oh, Winter says,
Almost.
I think
There.
you will be able to find nice things for the birds at IKEA children's toys. Yeah, I think most of the toys Don gets from some how is the word, you know, one
Wholesaler.
Wholesaler, yeah. To save money, because the he needs such an amount. Yeah. Diesel can chew away 2 toys per day, at least.
At least. He's like a buzzsaw. Good for him though. Come on, just a little bit to one side is all I'm asking. All right. Reposition the chair, I think. Have a look over here. Maybe I need to get this one. You love it when you're just like 1 millimeter off. It's just...
Oh, and Cheryl mentioned that I think that's her parrot Fred is better with the scale. She just got him weighted for the 3rd week in a row. Oh, that's a great progress. I know it can be hard to get a bird on the weight.
Yes, I can.
Lots of people are actually need to do a bird kebab before they can make it.
Oh, but I'm going to end up hitting that thing with my hand, and then my watch will go, "Did you fall? Did you fall?" And if you don't get it fast enough, then it calls 911. Oh, you gotta, I have to be careful when I start beating things with my left hand. It's there for a reason in case something happens, but that one is off by about 2 millimeters. And I'm not sure how to fix it.
Falcon says Don needs a big boy bed from IKEA. Yeah, I think Don thinks about getting a bed because there's a scorpion living in that area and they are on the floor, so it is recommended to actually lay down on something with a certain height to be not in the range of the scorpion.
Well, at least you know they're painful, but they aren't going to kill you. Yeah. Just
I think the birds would, you know, if there was a scorpion.
Oh yeah, yes they would.
Somebody would notice
it. What's that thing on the floor with the tail? Okay, we're about ready to go in. I have wondering where this one bolt goes because I have an extra bolt and there's no extras. So, where does this bolt go? Oh, I think I see one down there. I have an extra. That one fell out, but that's no problem.
Oh, are any of the scorpions venomous?
They're all venomous.
Yeah, I think that's the problem. When I understood it right, they won't kill you, but yeah, when you get peaked, then yeah.
Well,
It's
and
not
also
good either.
they're not going to sting you unless you roll over on them or something. But that's the problem. If you're, if they get up on your bed or something and you roll on them, they're gonna sting you. I mean, and you can't blame them. Really. There was when I was a docent at a reserve, Blue Sky Reserve in Poway. There was one of the rangers there. Every year when the scorpions do their migration, she would go and lay down on the road and let them walk on her. And it sounds crazy, but they don't sting when they're migrating to mate. They don't sting. So she would just lie down. This is the same one that would go at night on a full moon. And she'd lay down about 2 hours before the sun went down and cover herself with leaves so she could watch the raccoons playing in the outgrowing.
So that will be funny when the raccoons wink inside the house and the cockatoos can watch them.
Well, she said it was so much fun to watch them because they didn't know she was there, and they'd be jumping from tree to tree and playing, and you'd stay there all night and watch them. That's a real ranger for you. Okay, let's see. That's all the bolts in there. I just need to tighten it down. So I'm not going to do that with you guys watching. Let's go inside and show you what's going on in there.
And to see the
Now,
flock.
I keep the keys out here, not because I'm afraid, I lock the house, because I do lock the front door, not the side one, but because there's little stupid locks on the bottom that actually you have two locks. You've got the deadbolt, and then under that is the little one you turn. If one of those gets locked and you can't get into your house, you don't have your keys. That's not good. So, okay, let's go see the birds.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's together.
Bird
1:30.
watch.
I started at 11, so that's not bad.
Mm.
There you are.
2.5 hours to put it together. My hands, though, don't look so good. They
Oof.
Yeah.
they look pretty bad, but what is that? Oh, just somebody put too much FOMO fill on that.
And there we are inside.
See, there's my bed. This is, now you see the boxes, but I have something so I don't have to look at them. I've never really had much of a use for this partition, but I don't have to see all those boxes because I don't have time to tear them down yet. Those are clean dishes, believe it or not. I just didn't have room. Romeo, what's up, dude? Don't point those cameras at me. Hi, Rome. What you doing, big boy?
The Romeo. And the snow bird. Oh, that's coffee.
Notice I got everybody but Roman is in the main room, and he likes to be separate. So,
He's got his own little room.
She got put into a bigger cage. I'd like one bigger than that, but she's in a bigger cage anyway.
And
hi, Sugar.
That's Miss Shuggy.
Sugar.
Look at her crest off.
She's like, Dad, aviary.
You're going out today. Don't panic. I got to put some ropes out there. You look at me like, what did you do to this? Cecil,
And
what's up?
Cecil. Oh, look how he's what? Oh my. Playing the cutest bird on earth. Yes, Cecil, you are. And he's back in his super big cage.
His cage with the missing center panel that turned out to be a door.
Putting you guys on speaker so they can hear you.
Oh, Cecil.
Cecil burp.
Hello, Cecil.
Babaloo. No, Babaloo. What Babaloo? What are you saying?
Bob-
Babaloo. The Babaloo Bob. Bob's a good
Babaloo.
boy. Bob's a good
He's
bird.
like, oh no, the people.
Yeah, Bob's a good bird. He is such a good bird.
Bob's
Such
a good boy.
Bob's
Babaloo
good
Bob.
Babaloo, Babaloo.
Boy.
Kisses. Kisses.
Man.
And
No.
that's Amanda boy. Amanda. And look at this cutie.
Pip, pip, pip.
Pip, pip, pip.
See, this is where she got out. She flipped this thing down here, which I bent it around, so you can't do that. And she just pulled the whole thing up, fell off. Got right out. Did that
Smart
the
girl.
first 5 minutes in a cage. Jeez. And there is Lucy.
Yeah, Lucy's also back in her big cage.
Oh.
And the snowball.
Snowball.
Bird. Snow bird. Hello. Hello, Snowball.
No, Snowball.
He's looking at the phone like, why is it talking to me?
That's
Or why?
Hello, Lorelai.
the Lorelei.
Oh, so Lorelai gets to be next to Snowball.
And the Jasmine.
Yep, it's the Jazzy
Hi,
Jazzbird.
Jessie. Jessie Jazzbird.
Jessie.
Is that Jessie song? Beep, 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 beep.
Beep, 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 beep,
Cecil? Oh, Cecil's got he's got his birdie bread.
beep. That's nice.
Oh, he's a cute boy.
And then this is what I was working on yesterday. Making this a place where they can be.
Mhm.
Which Wednesday they'll have to be in here because it's going to be raining and it's supposedly 41 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, so that's going to be the socialization room.
Yep. Eventually it'll be. That's actually the master bedroom. And
And it's got some timeout cages, if anyone's naughty.
this is where the birds get washed if they need to be washed.
Oh, very nice.
I'll take a shower though, because it has that. And this way I can put all the bird. I already have the medical stuff for the birds. You can see that it's all in here. That's probably where I'll do their nails and that kind of thing in here too. And I'll show you what I moved yesterday. This does not include the stuff I put away. So I put away a lot of stuff too, but this is what I had to move.
Mm.
And
That's a
then
lot of stuff.
half of the boxes actually got put away. I had to sort them into tools on one side, toys on another. There's the rope, there's the ropes and everything for the aviary.
The
Right?
old frisbee collection.
Toilet paper.
Mm.
Finally. Can't take out your AirPods if one of them is still working, or you lose your connection. So this is the kitchen area where I make their food. Got the pumpkin for their birdie bread over there already.
Mm. It's like a nice kitchen.
Yeah,
It's
I love the
A
kitchen.
lot of room. And then the reminders of peach.
Oh,
Peachy
Peaches.
flowers. This is
Peachy
where
girl.
their food stuff goes there. This is their night foods. It's already mixed and that kind of thing. And this is see the work I've done. This is where the extra cages are. I still have a few outside. This is the ones from the van. I had to bring them in this because otherwise they would have had to stay out in the van. That wouldn't work. So those are from the van. And then the rest of these cages, that's Bob's old cage that he went into for a while when he was screaming all the time, which he doesn't do anymore.
oh, the buckets, the Cecil bucket.
Actually, these are the same thing, but they're not actually Cecil's. These are where I put
All right.
bags of food and that kind of. And then, let's see. Thanks for getting the full tour. Every room has a bathroom. So, and I thought that's ridiculous. Why would I need? But you know, if you're on one side of the house and you really got to go, it's nice to have 3 bathrooms. This would be for, well, this is like volunteers and that kind of thing. Probably this area though, I'm going to make this the toy making area.
Oh, how sweet.
It was either that or invite King Arthur and the round table to take it, because or turn it into a basketball court. And there's the computer, and I'll make my Apple comment. I hooked the printer up. Now this is an old printer; it's about 5 years old. I plugged it into the Apple computer, which is donated. I did not buy that; that was donated to us. Oh, nice view outside.
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
And I plugged it in and I went to hook up the printer and I couldn't because it was already hooked up. It just automatically did it. So lots of room for clothing in there. This is the small place too, where the one where the birds just got their I can't talk. There's a tub and shower here too. The room that the birds have is the master bedroom. So there's 2 closets in there. That's where the vacuums and that kind of stuff are. So I'll show you the property quickly. This is all part of the property right out here, all the way up to that fence line, this property. And I'm trying, I don't know how far I can get away from the Wi-Fi, but that shed has electricity to it in it. I've got to do some repairs on it, but it has a full bench. I'd open up, but I don't think I'm not sure I can go that far without losing you guys. But it does. It has a full work area. I think they were like doing cactus or something in there. And that one's just for storage. I got to put a new door on it, and then that's the well pump right there because we're on a well.
Mm-hmm. And as you can see, not so many neighbors around.
No, then that area over there is not going to be developed from what I understand. I don't know why, but it isn't. And this area, this whole area in the fenced area here is also part of the property. So.
Wow.
Very nice.
And now I'm going to need to let you go because after all this work, I actually need to use one of those 3 restrooms in here.
Oh, well, you can use it at your leisure.
Thank you guys for coming and watching me build it. You got to see the birds and some of the beautiful skyline.
Yeah, thank you, Don,
Oh,
for the
beautiful.
meeting and the insight into your new home with the birds.
Yeah, oh, I'm so happy for you guys.
Yeah,
I gotta
it's
put that up.
absolutely amazing. Thanks again to all supporters, helpers who made it possible that Don is now here with the sanctuary and all the birds in their very own home and actually made the move possible to Nevada.
Yeah, without you guys, it wouldn't have happened. I had to call the plumber though, because those angle stops got to go. Won't be able to get a washer and dryer, which I hope someone will donate locally until I get those things changed because they leak. So need a quarter there. Okay, guys, I'm gonna let you go, and we'll see you on Wednesday, I hope.
Okay.
Bye, Anna Marie. Bye, Eleanor. Thanks for your help.